YouTube, what's poppin', everybody? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? So, like I said, before my brother's passing, I've been contemplating on getting back into 3 3/4 G.I. Joe for a while, because a lot of my family and friends who know me, obviously growing up and you know, back in the day, you know, I was a G.I. Joe fanatic. That was my favorite toy. I did have other toys and lots of them, but that was my love and my passion. And even with me collecting all this stuff, there was always a void. There we go. So you know, there was always a void. And you know, I've gotten rid of so many G.I. Joe collections, about 42 to be exact. About 42, and I say 42, I mean over 500 figures. The complete line from 82 to 94. Not all vehicles, but all figures, and mass majority of a lot of vehicles from like 82 to at least 88. I can vouch for. So anyway, it rained. I took a shower, woke up to get down early, and it was pouring outside. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, I drove down there. Anyway, I took a gamble. I was like, you know what? Just because it's raining up here in North Jersey, it may not be raining down in South or Central Jersey, whatever the hell they call it. And I kept trying to call Bobby. He didn't pick up. So I guess he picked up after like 6:15. And I was like, listen, is it raining where you at or where you are? He's like, no. And we agreed that I was like, you know what? Listen, keep me updated. If it rains, if it starts pouring and raining where you at, and you decide not to come to the flea market, we'll meet at that gas station because I'm already driving down to you. I'm already on I-95 now, and I think I told him I just passed exit 8A. So I did take a gamble. Make a long story short, I drove down there. People set up. It did rain. It was like drizzling a little bit, and then it just started a downpour. You know, for about 5 to 8 minutes. Then after that, that was it. And a lot of people set up. There was a lot of great stuff out there today. And you know, my gamble of going there paid off because, you know, not only did I get the stuff I needed from Bobby, but you know, I got some stuff from other people. So I'm not gonna go in a specific order. I already know. Well, I'm thinking I spent about, about maybe 600 or something like that. Or probably more. I don't remember. So, first off, let's start with what's on the table, since I'm already here. Now, these two, I think I spent $10 on them. You know, I'm just gonna put them back in the bag so you guys see it. This one guy had these. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 5, or probably paid 10 for both. It is a Macho King, Randy Savage, and I think that's Typhoon. Yeah, it is Typhoon. So he only had these two WWE Hasbro wrestling figures. So I grabbed them. You know, I think it was either 10 or 5, but whatever. And what's the stuff I got from that lady? Did I put it somewhere? That's my food. Damn. See, the thing is, I did this video. Oh, here it is. I'm about to say I did this video earlier, but my wife had to be dropped off to the train station, so I'm redoing it. And I was knee deep in it already, so I was a little upset. But don't matter because I don't get a lot of views anyway. So a lady I know, or you know, we do business with each other. I don't know why I paid $15 for this. It should have been 10 or 5, but whatever. It was one of the Constructicons, and these 3 of these little guys. I always sell them, and then later on I find out who they are. I don't know, but whatever. She wasn't. I mean, $15 I think was a lot of money for this stuff. To be honest, I should have said 10 because. I don't know. I was kind of out of it and tired, and I had to do a lot of stuff. So these 3 little guys. You got this guy here. Maybe somebody out there know him. I'm sorry, my video and everything sucks. All my video, ever since I started on YouTube, all my stuff is garbage. Like my lighting and everything has always been like that. So people should be used to my stuff being garbage. Anybody want to donate a HD camera to me and whatever, I'll be more than happy to upgrade. Until then, I don't do giveaways or doing anything because, you know, I don't get enough views, and it is what it is on YouTube. So whatever. So these three little guys. This is the back for Ravage and Rumble. And again, like I said, I think this is Bulldozer. He is missing the little roll bar that goes over it, like whatever the hell you call it. I don't even know if I have it, but I just grabbed this stuff. And like I said, now thinking about it, I have no idea why I paid $15 for this. Unless there's something else somewhere else, maybe, and I totally forgot about it. But I don't think so. I think I overpaid for it. And I did write it down at 15. And then this other guy who does cleanouts had this stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Normally I don't do this because normally when I get stuff that I'm gonna resell, I only just, like, the last 7-8 months, I've only been showing you guys stuff that I'm keeping or whatnot, or stuff that I got as of keeping, not stuff that I have gotten to resell. So originally, these two were $10 for both, which I thought he was gonna say 10 for each, and I was gonna give him 10 for each. Excuse me. So he actually said I would do $10 for the pair. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he said, oh, you know what? I think I do have some other toys. Looked through his other stuff and never seen this Spider-Man before. He's almost like a Spider-Man. He's kind of built like a Spider-Man Toy Biz type of Marvel Legend, but it's a weird. I've never seen a Spider-Man before. It's weird. It's like a cybernetic, zombie-ish type of Deathlock meets Species kind of. It's just weird. But when I saw it, I was like, yo, that looks. I gotta have it. So this, and then this Macho Man. I don't know what this I don't know what this figure goes for, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be at least worth $15. And then these 4 retro Dragon Ball figures. People love these Dragon Ball things. I've gotten them a couple weeks ago, and they're pretty well selling them. So yeah, I do have some Thundercat. I think that they might be here. That I got from a guy I know, and I paid $5 each on them, which is pretty cheap considering what they go for and what people are asking. So all this stuff he just wanted. We settled on. I think he wanted 40. I forgot what he wanted, but I wound up getting all these for $25. I thought it was 20, but I think it was 20. I think we settled on 25. So I took that. You know, 3 Marvel Legend type figures, NWO Macho Man, and 4 retro Dragon Ball Z characters. Hell yeah. So we got that stuff. And then this was the craziness. This guy who sells video games, Spanish dude. When I saw this, I was like, how much? I thought he was going to say like $350 or something like. I thought he was going to say like $350. When my man said, let's just put it this way. I paid $250 for TurboGrafx 16 stuff. I got Space Harrier in the box for the TurboGrafx 16. And I got Bonk's Adventure for the TurboGrafx 16, which is one of the #1 top games for the TurboGrafx. Or basically, Bonk's Adventure is a TurboGrafx must-have. And speaking of that, in the box, in the mother effing box, in the box. And I thought he was gonna say like $350 or something like that for it. And he was like, "Oh, 200." I said, "200." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's the best you could do right now?" But I told him done. Then I said, "You know what? What's the best you could do right now?" He has an arcade stick for it. He was gonna sell it to me, but I spent a lot of money today, so I told him, I said, "You know what? Next week, because I got somebody else holding something for me next week too, because I spent too much money, and you know, it does have keep coverage in it. It is complete. It does have like a replacement AC adapter, but I don't care. Everything is complete with the insert. It has keep. Oh, this camera is crazy. It has keep coverage, and has the system. Oh, you can't see the system. Well, anyway, it's over there. It's complete. I asked him, does it work? He said, yeah. He's a game guy. He sells high-end stuff. So I believe him when he says it works, because he's not gonna run nowhere and none of that stuff anyway. I need to tape this anyway. So I paid $250 for these 2 games and a complete system. Yeah, it has a replacement AC or power adapter, but who cares? It's complete in box. TurboGrafx 16. $250 for these. I mean, come on, man. That's crazy. Bonk's Adventure, I think one of the latest Bonk's Adventures sold between $45 and $70 alone for Bonk. Space Harrier, between $38 to $57 is sold for. So, paying $250 for both of these are perfect. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he got more of these systems, or maybe he didn't want it, or maybe he had an extra, and this one, the box wasn't in best condition. The other one, I don't care. I now have a box TurboGrafx 16. Now, since we're on the game subject, real quick, I'm running out of space here in my video game / computer room. So what I am doing is I'm gonna get rid of a lot of my systems. Hold on, I'm keeping all the different variations of all Nintendo products. Of course, TurboGrafx and old school type systems that I want, I'm gonna keep, obviously. Now, when I say I'm getting rid of stuff, I'm getting rid of like the basic. I'm technically getting rid of PS3s and Xbox 360s because those are the basic systems. I'm gonna keep the backwards compatible PS3. Technically, I'm keeping all the special. I'm only gonna collect and keep all the special edition Xbox 360s and PS3s. Maybe I may even go as far back as original PlayStation and or PS2. I may just, but you know, there really aren't. The only special edition PS2s really are the PlayStation 2 Slims because of the different colors. Same thing with the PlayStation 3s. I'm keeping the different color one, like the Super Slims. Or are they Super Slims or whatever the hell they are? Yeah, they are Super Slims. I'm keeping those in different variated colors because they look bad. And then I'm gonna just keep the regular, like the 80 gig backwards compatible PS3, along with the 60, and then all the other PS3s and Xbox 360s I'm gonna sell. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the PS4 and the Xbox One as well. I don't need, every system. You know what I mean? I just want the special edition ones. So that's basically what I'm gonna be collecting because there's just way too many issues and there's way too many PS3s and Xbox 360s. So I'm going to get rid of like the Xbox 360 Connect and all that stuff. So the only boxed Xbox 360 that I have that I'm keeping is the Star Wars one. I still have to get that Connect camera. And again, like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare PS3, like those are just systems that come in the game. They're not special edition systems. So all these systems are going. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of them because I could use the money to help fund my G.I. Joe and put extra money in my pocket. So I don't need them. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. But all Nintendo product, like all the different systems of Nintendo stuff, that stuff I will be keeping. And as far as handhelds, if I have the same exact model handheld, I will also get rid of that too because I don't need two of them. You know what I'm saying? The handhelds are different. So that's basically where I'm at as far as video gaming goes. So yeah. Outside of that, and so what else can I show you guys real quick? So I did link up with Bobby. We did a trade. I had a nice amount. I had a nice medium bin of vintage turtle stuff. I wasn't successful at the flea market twice with them because I guess people thought I wanted too much for them. So I know he deals with vintage toys and whatnot. So we did a trade. We did like about 100 and change in trade for that stuff for some G.I. Joe stuff. So I came less out of my pocket with the G.I. Joe stuff. So I'm gonna try to remember what I paid for certain stuff. So bear with me, and I want to add everything up because so far I have down here yesterday is a done deal because I'm all over the place and I don't remember. But as far as this stuff goes, I know I put here lady toys, which means the lady that I gave her a 15 for those three little figures, the Constructor Bot or Constructor Bot, and that file card for the OG Ravage and Rumble, yeah, whatever. And then the clean out guy, I 25 to him, and then 10 to the guy for those two WWF Hasbro figures. I think I did pay 5, but I don't remember, so I prefer to go up than to go down. All right, so let's see, where are we now? Oh, that's the okay. Oh, here we are. I was about to say, wait a minute. So this stuff here, I might go get to this first, right? Or should I get to what's in here? It doesn't matter. So this is the bin. This is my bin. So this is the size of the bin of the turtle stuff I had. It was some vehicles and other stuff, and I got all that thrifting. A lot of those things ain't cost me anything. The only thing that cost me money that I paid for was the big 20 figure, well, or 20, the vintage carrying case that holds up to 20 figures. God, I couldn't even say it. So I did get this from Bobby, a complete snowcat with the windshield wiper, the working missile bay, because these are always snapped or broken. It's got everything, even the steering wheel. I don't think it has the blueprint, but it is hard to find the snowcat. I got this for 25 from Bobby, so we're gonna put snowcat 25. Well, we're gonna put Bobby stuff. I'm gonna start logging stuff in too and have an inventory of stuff. Apostrophe S stuff. Okay, snowcat 25. And then the Cobra Hiss. Cobra Hiss tank was 20. He wanted 30 for them, but he did 20 for me. I don't know if they go for on eBay, but I love iconic Cobra stuff. So Cobra Hiss tank. There's 2 of them. So basically, they're supposed to have been 60, but he gave them to me for 30. He forgot he had another one. So Cobra Hiss tank. $40 for both. 40 for both. This way I know what I'm doing. Okay. Because there's another one here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So this was 20. They're both complete, obviously, because this is all the Cobra Hiss tanks come with. There's a lot of stuff that you just gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're army building vehicles. So, you know, you gotta have more than one. Or if you can have 20 of them, who cares? You know? I feel good getting back into these, man. I feel great. Okay, this guy, I think I got both of these for 20, if I'm not mistaken. 20 or 25. I paid for both of these. I forgot the name of this thing, but I'm sorry, but it is complete. The little computer remote thing is right on the missile. It's got the wire and everything. And these are hard. You know what I mean? Some of these things are expensive and hard to find. And then this one. There's 2 of these. There's this one. I don't remember if this is complete or not, but the other one is I think it's called the Howitzer. It has the seat on the side, and the seat is brown, and it's on the side, and it's a little bigger than this. And I gotta look these up to see, but I think I paid 20 or 25 for both of these. I'm just gonna put $20 for 2 GI, whatever. I'm just gonna put 2 weapon depots. I know exactly what it is. $20. I think it was 20. One was probably 15. No, it was 25. It was 25 because he really wanted. I think he wanted 35 for this, and he gave it to me for 20. So yeah. Okay. And now going to these guys here. Because we did do a trade. I gave him cash and we did a trade. I'm trying to remember what's what. This, I have to take this one thing back to the guys I brought from yesterday because it is not G.I. Joe related and I don't want it. It is nice, but it's not for me. I'm trying to remember what's what here. I think this is stuff I brought from him early. I don't remember, because why would I walk around with this? I don't know why I walked around with this when... Or maybe I put them in the bag after. I don't remember what's what. I don't remember what... Damn it. Oh. Okay. Alright. I can't remember. I'm all over the place today. So I got another handful of Joes here. And then I got these guys here. So, these are the ones that last week I asked him to hold it. When I introduced him to my boy Dave got his first 10 or so or somewhat G.I. Joe figures. He paid about $400 for that stuff. And I brought some stuff. I didn't have enough cash on me, and I did leave my. It was dangerous. I left my wallet home last week, which is always a no-no, because God forbid you get pulled over by the cops. You don't know your driver's license number. You could be held up for a long time with that stuff, and it's always good to have ID on you anyway. God forbid something happens. People need to know how to identify your family and whatnot. But wasn't thinking. So I know I gave him cash for the Snowcat. I know I gave him physical cash for both of his trucks, and I know I gave him cash for these two vehicles. So that okay, and I think on these guys too. But let me get my S together. So these guys, you got a 30. Let's see here. You got 30 and 20 is 50. 50 and 25 is 75. 75 and, well, 15 and 15 is 30, so 75 and 30 is 105. 105 and 20 is 125, and 125 and 25 is 150. So, what he did was he gave me about $125 in credit for the turtle stuff, and I'm fine with that, because I was just trying to get that money to use to get G.I. Joe stuff anyway, so it worked out for me. Especially being that they don't really have any more vintage G.I. Joes at my guy's shop in Livingston Mall. At least, well, me and Isaiah only saw one area of it, so there might be stuff somewhere else. So maybe sometime this week when I take this other thing back, we could talk about that. So I'm probably 25 into this alone, and then this stuff I did pay for. And he also gave me a deal on these. I think he did 80 for. So we got here 10, 10, 25, right? So we got 35, 35, and 25 is 60, 60 and 30 is 90, 90. Yeah, 60 and 30 is 90, and then 100. So he did $80 for these guys too. So since I have these in my hand, I'm gonna tell you what they are. I forgot if he's Flash or Grand Slam. I have one here already that I got last week. So I'm gonna try to fix his leg at the bottom. He only had this for like $10 anyway, but he's in really good condition considering. So him, General Hawk is missing his gun, I believe. There you go. Then we got Roadblock, the original Roadblock, which is which is the second or third G.I. Joe I actually got. Because I was a grown man, but believe it or not, my mother got me, the first vehicle my mother got me was the G.I. Joe Vamp and Rock and Roll. I remember it was Rock and Roll because he had the all green on with the M16 bullets growing across his chest in both directions, and he had the blonde beard. And that's what got me into liking G.I. Joe. My mom got it for me as a gag joke for my birthday, but who would have ever known that I would have just started loving them. So Roadblock is, I think, my third guy, and I know she brought him too because he was black. So not to be screwed up, but yeah. And Flint's 25. Flint is missing, I think, 1 or 2 items. Then here we got, I think this is Breaker, if I'm not mistaken. He was 30. I did get him because he is somewhat complete, and it is hard to find those early 82, 83 Joes. And why the hell did I get another Rocondo? I have him already. Damn it. I think I picked him up by mistake, and I meant to pick up somebody else. He was $10 anyway, and he does have his backpack, but whatever. I'll just keep him. Whatever. So again, Wakanda was 10. Breaker was 30, so that's 40. Flint was 25. If he had his gun and stuff, he'd be more. But these are all in good condition otherwise. So where was I at? 40 and 25 is 65. Roadblock was 10, so 65 and 10 is 75. General Hulk is 15. 75 and 15 is 90. And 90 and 10 is 100. So, and he gave it to me. He did 80. I think he did 80 or 85 on it. I think 85. 85 on Joe's. G.I. Joe. Cash. For Bobby. I don't know exactly what that means, believe it or not. 85. Then G.I. Joe Fig Lot. G.I. Joe Fig Lot. Put out 25 on 25 cash only. Okay. So from Bobby, 85 and 40 is 125. 125 and 25 is 150. 150 and 25 is 175. 175. So 200. I gave him 200 in cash. 200. Let me put that. I gave Bobby 200 cash. Out of, I'll put my pocket so I know. So that 200 and 250 is 450. 450 and 15 is 465. 465 and 75 is 490. 490, so 500 is what I put out. So far I already put out 500 in cash. And I'm not done yet. Put out 500 in cash. I did more than that too because I'm not done. So anyway, these guys, he charged me 85. If it came up to 100, he took 15 off for these, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 5 because Wakanda I bought from him last week, but whatever. I'll see which one's in better condition, and I'll just switch them out. Now these guys here is part of the trade for the turtle stuff. I mean, if I went to any hobby shop with that bin of turtles, I wouldn't have got all these G.I. Joes. They wouldn't. Anybody in a shop or a convention or toy show wouldn't have gave me these G.I. Joes for those anyway. So Alpine, he is missing something. I love Alpine. $15 on him. He put Snow Job. Snow Job has both his skis, both his ski poles, and his backpack. $20. You got Airtight. Airtight was 15. And we got Mainframe. I think I got Mainframe already. He was 15. Then we got Dusty. Dusty is $10. I'm cool with that though. Getting Dusty for $10, hell yeah. Major Blood, only $20 for him. He doesn't have his gun, but Major Blood Clod. Then we got G.I. Joe's favorite leader, Duke. $30. I thought I had Cobra Commander. I just realized I didn't. I thought I got Cobra Commander from him, but I think somebody else brought him. And of course, since I have the Sky Striker, but these are the ones I told him to hold last week for me. We got Ace because I knew I was gonna get a Sky Striker anyway, and I don't have Ace. And his Ace does come with the helmet. Only thing I'm missing now for the Ace and Sky Striker is a couple of weapons, well, missiles, and the 2 parachutes. But there is somebody on eBay that has the both of the chairs with the parachutes, so I'm just gonna buy them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 figures he held for me from last week. Because again, I left my wallet and I didn't want to ask my boy Dave for the money. I'm pretty sure he would have loaned it to me, but I just didn't want to because he spent a lot of money down there too. And I just told him, I said, hold on for me for next week. And he's like, okay, cool. So again, this is part of the this is basically for the turtle stuff. I only came $25 extra out of my pocket. So 15 and 15 is 30. 30 and 10 is 40. 40 and 20 is 60. 60 and 25 is 85. 85 and 15 is 100. 150. So yeah, 150. So I only came $25 out of my pocket for this stuff. So I was happy with that. And everything came up to, so I gave him $500 in cash. No, I just realized I gave him $200 in cash, which is still a lot less than what I thought I was going to give. Thank God he took that stuff, because I would have came more out of my pocket. So it worked out good. Okay. Oh yeah, I do have it right here. So, and I spent more money. So I'm going to go on the other side of the paper. So this bag here, this was $2. The guy went to the bathroom, but the lady called him and we described it to him, and he was like, oh, $2 for this. So this is like a half of a Power Ranger. I don't know if I have this guy or not. I gotta look it up, because I just figured for $2, Power Ranger part or Megazord part, so whatever. Power Ranger body. I'm just gonna put Power Ranger body. Power Ranger Megazord. Part. $2. You're probably like, damn, you gonna put $2? Yes, I am. $2. Another dude had this, and I needed it. Ironically, the funny thing about this shit is, pardon my French, is now, not only now is my Megazord train, I don't have to order that part now online or try to find it. And I got the Lightspeed train Megazord from Columbus. And it's ironic how the piece that was missing from that one I brought from another vendor on another side of the flea market 2 months ago. But then this one dude miraculously had the part I needed from the same market. So I'm guessing he either knows a guy or he probably got this part from the guy somehow and just figured, or whatever. That's what I personally think. But this was I'm just gonna put Megazord train part. So let's put that because he charged me $4. He wanted 10. Megazord train part. $5. So he wanted 10, but he settled on 5. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll do 5 on it. He knew I needed it. Now he could have been like, nah, I need 10. But he's like, he appreciated the fact that I needed it, and I appreciate the fact that he wasn't being greedy or a slime bucket. So this white dude I know, he normally sells in the last section. Real cool guy. He's really good with his prices and stuff too. I didn't realize Panther was busted up. So what? I'll just clean him up real quick, put him back in the bag, and resell him. Or maybe I'll hold on to the Thundercat stuff until I get more. I think I got this guy, but this one doesn't have that, his little war thing on him. He only charged me $2 for this Ewok. So I'm gonna put Ewok $2. I'm gonna start writing all this stuff in book. So I gave him $27. $2 for him, and then he gave me these 5 Thundercats. So we got Panthro. And for those who don't know, Panthro is the boyfriend to Chitara, not Tigra. In the comic books and everything, they are romantically linked. And you see the novel where when Lionel went back in time, he came back, they hated him. Like Chitara tried to kill him because he was so unsure of being a leader that they got enslaved, she got raped. It's all types of crazy shit if you guys are into the Thundercats book. This is the samurai from Thundercats. So I paid $5 each on them, which is very good, considering Thundercats are expensive. So you got Panther, I forgot his name, the samurai I just showed you. Then we got Jackal Man. I don't know if these things will. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, bye, my blood clot ass, bye. Me kill your ass, no. Then we got Satellite. Only one I'm missing from the 3 original mutants now is Monkeying. Satellite. You wretched mutants. And I forgot this guy. He's like one of the ice guys. Wretched mutant. It'd be funny if that's my boy David, actually. Yo, oh shit, it's David. Oh, look. David. Hey, what's up, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, buddy. I'm actually doing a video right now. What's good?
Nothing. I just woke up.
Yeah, yo. You working?
I was on the tracks when you called me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you was on the tracks doing signal work?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you gotta be careful with them Amtrak trains and them motherfuckers. Yo, y'all Amtrak people ain't nothing like the regular city. You guys, motherfuckers, you know, them damn motormen will ignore everything. Good shit. You know your motorman. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yo, I got a lot of shit, man. I've been doing a lot of trading and stuff. But I'm gonna call you back. Let me finish this video. Give me like 20 minutes. I'm gonna call you right back, and I'm gonna let you know what I got and shit.
Alright, cool.
Alright, bro. I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, that's the one I was telling you guys about last week that he got back. He wants to get back into it. So I might put a couple of these guys together and just give it to him. Some of these extras I got. I think I'm gonna do that to help him out. That's my boy. So, you know, I got love for him. That's my man. So I'll probably just give him some of these, and that way he don't gotta pay for them, and he could just get the weapons. So these guys, I'm gonna start holding off on. Holding certain toys until I accumulate a lot of them, and then bring them back out and sell them. And being that I pay so, and you know, if I pay cheap on them, it's easier for me to hold. So that's what I'm gonna do with these guys. And I'm just gonna start putting stuff in the garage, because I don't think I'm gonna put stuff in the basement again. Oh, I might. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm still contemplating. But these guys do got to be clean. Put them right here on top of that bag, and then this stuff here. There's one guy, him and his wife. They always have a lot of great stuff. He wound up giving me all 40s for $60. I'm gonna hang them up. And I was like, you know what? If I get certain things, I do love Hulk and Wolverine. So I was like, you know what? I can hang these and have these sit somewhere in the corner. I don't have to worry about them. He got the gray, green, red Hulk, and he got Planet Hulk, I believe, as well. So, World War Hulk, excuse me. So I paid. No, he said I'll do all 4 of them for $60. I ain't even argue with him. I was like, okay. I didn't even look them up. Marvel Universe Hulks, and here's the gray one. So, he's this guy. Him and his wife are kind of pricey, but let me put Marvel Universe Hulks. Marvel Universe. Where's Hulks. Lot of $4, $60. This way I know where I'm at, and I know what I paid. So I'm gonna hold on to these guys. I'm gonna look them up. I may just turn around and resell them, to be honest. Maybe just to recuperate, depending on what I get. It depends. Because again, they are sealed. But if not, if they close to that price, I'll just hold on to them. If not, I'll get rid of them. Whatever. And this PlayStation ain't holding them. Fucking crap. Is there a PlayStation in there? Is there a PS4 in there, or just whatever? So I'm gonna sell off a lot of this stuff because I only want special editions. I don't need regular systems. I want the special ones. Whatever. Stay on the fucking floor. Getting on my working my nerves, man. So, moving on to other G.I. Joe. Told you, I'm the type of person when it comes to collecting stuff. I get quick. Especially when stuff is expensive and I know what they go for. I try to grab them quick, man, because you never know. In conventions, you're not gonna get this stuff cheap. And it's funny how I got this from the flea market from this one dude that's real cool with his prices, and he's not even in the store. And he's selling his stuff. And he wanted $150 for the Dragonfly, but he came down on a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna tell you what exactly. I got the Armadillo mini tank. Complete, but he only wanted. It doesn't have the sticker sheet. but it does have the blueprint, and he only wanted $10 for it. The blueprint alone is worth the $10. I didn't look him up. I just assumed that. Trust me, give me a couple of weeks to a month, and I'm going to be back on top with my G.I. Joe shit. I'm going to know what all this stuff is. I don't know what the hell this. Oh, this is the Wolverine. The Wolverine with blueprint. He has two prices on it. He's got Wolverine here for $50. Then he got another price here, $35 for the. He got all the missiles and stuff. For $35 with the blueprints for the Wolverine. Of course, Wolverine with Cover Girl is expensive. I see the Dragonfly gun came off, but it is complete with blueprint. I think he got a blueprint for it. And he has Serpentor. He wanted $30 for it. But I was like, you know what? Serpentor is a hard figure to find. He's like just like Sergeant Slaughter, Triple T Tank. It is very hard to find Serpentor with his air chariot, especially if the air chariot is complete and intact, which this one is. He had it for $30. You know, he priced his stuff pretty decent, man. And here is the Wolverine. I believe it probably needs or is missing a tow cable. But the Wolverine is in great condition, other than the fact that I think it's missing the tow cable. But nothing to snap in the back. It's got all the stickers and everything. It's got all the rollers on the bottom. And, you know, it is harder to find the original basic G.I. Joe and Cobra vehicles versus the newer stuff. Now here you do have Wild Bill. Wild Bill is broken in half, but I didn't care because I have a whole bunch of O-rings, but I didn't tell him that. He's got the file card and the blueprint for the, what is it again? The Dragonfly. And he had it priced at $150. I think I paid, yeah, see? I got to price everything up and see. I think we worked on I think we worked on 185, close to 200 or 2 something. The APC also has the blueprint. It's in great condition, and the blueprint is inside the actual APC. That's an APG. Now a lot of people don't understand or know this, but this is kind of like I think this is not actually complete. I think it's missing the actual seatbelt thing that you actually hold. Yeah, it is. It is missing the seatbelts. I'll probably ask him next week if he got the seatbelts because he's holding the Ewok Village for me. Because the Ewok Village, he got $130 on it, and it is complete. So I am going to be getting into vintage Star Wars as well. But a lot of people don't know, but this is actually considered like a carrier, like a figure carrier, because it holds those figures, and the figures, if you put them in a seat and put the seat that long seatbelt bar across them, it'll keep them in place. So you can actually use this also as a case, like a carry case for your figures. Does it have the stand wheel? Like I said, I got to start making sure when I do get these things from people, I look at it, because I get so excited, and I'm all like, I'm still upset. Yeah, he does have a seat, but I'm still very upset at yesterday because I almost got into a fist fight with somebody, and I really wanted to fight the guy, and you know it didn't happen. He was basically being whatever. I'm tired of talking about it, but I'm tired of not. You know what I mean? So, okay, is there more stuff in here? Looks like something else. So okay. So 45 and 150. 45 and 150 is. Let me see. 45. Let me put these missiles on here. I'll leave them like that. So 45 and 50. 150 is 145, right? Yeah. So that's 195. So 195. Okay. So 195. And 30 is 225. So 225. And what I got this for again? Okay, so Wolverine was 35. So 225 and 35 is 260. So 260 and 10 is 275. I forgot what we agreed on. I can't remember the freaking price. because he did give me a deal, but I think I paid two. No, I didn't pay $225. No way. I'm gonna say 140. I mean 240. I'm gonna say is what I paid for this stuff from him. So the Wolverine was 35. Serpento was 30. So that's already 65. And the Armadillo mini tank was 10. So 30 and 35, 65, 75. And then the Wolverine was 50. So 75 and 50 is 125, right? So 125. And the Dragonfly was 150. So 150 and 125 is, yeah, what I'm talking about. 150 and 125 is 275. 275 and 45 is 330. So I think we did everything for 280. I think it was 280 everything came up to. Because that sounds about right. Let me redo that again. 50 on the Wolverine and 30. That's 85. Yeah, I mean 30. I'm sorry. 35 and 50 is 85. 85 and 30 is 110. 110 and 110 and 150 is 260. 260 and 10 is 270. And 270, and then 270 and 45. No, 270 and 45. God, I'm done. 340. Every time I do this, I'm counting wrong. I'm retarded, y'all. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna redo this again. Okay, we're gonna do 150. And 45. That's the easiest way to do it. So the Dragonfly and the APC, 150 and 45 is basically 150 and 45 is 195. 195 and 35 is I'm looking at the wrong thing. So yeah. Oh my God, where was I at again? Oh my God. 45 and 195 and 30. So that's 35. That's 230 right there. So 230 and 30 is 260. Alrighty, 260 and 10 is 270. And then the Wolverine was 50. So 270 and 50 would be, oh my God, I can't count. Whatever. It was over 300. I think I was at 280. I think we did everything for 280. I know it wasn't 300. I think we did everything for 280 or 285. I'm gonna go ahead and say 285 for G.I. Joe stuff. $285. Okay, so 285 for G.I. Joe stuff. So 285 and 60 is 345. And $9. We got two things for $2 and one for $5. So okay. 14. So basically $354. So I spent $354 and $500. So I spent over $800, which sounds about right. And I'm not done. Not done yet. So I asked Bobby about a couple pieces, and I think there's another figure in here too, because he gave me that figure for he gave me that figure for 10. So I wound up paying $25 for this from Bobby, the same guy I went to initially get the G.I. Joe stuff. So G.I. Joe for missing. I'm gonna put 25, and that would be 9, 7. So 3. That's like 380. So 380 is what I dished out. 380 and 500 would be 880. So I spent $880 today at Columbus buying stuff, and all this stuff is for me. Not only a couple of items actually, and I brought 3 Barbie dolls for 10, so that'd be $3.90. I mean $8.90 because I brought Barbie dolls, 3 boxed Barbie, $10. So I think I only got like maybe $100 or about $100 to recap. You know what I'm saying? So you knock $100 off, it would be at $7.90 to be honest. So anyway, let me show you guys what I got. It was he insisted. I could turn around and resell this because I don't really deal with the smaller Zords. But this is like the Ninja Zord, whatever the hell you call him. I'll probably get like $20, $25 for him at the market. And he had the legs and stuff, so he does have this White Ranger. Maybe the sword's in there, maybe not. I might actually need this for one of my dragons, because I think this is the same figure that comes in that box with some of the things. So I gotta go look over there. I may need that. He did tell me which Zord this little black plate goes for, because I think if you connect them, this basically helps you put them together so they, like if they're in attack mode, like vehicle attack mode, that's what this is for. So I wanted that. Initially I wanted that. And let me show you guys this other stuff I grabbed. This. And then he had 4, there's 4 of these little red things that go for the White Tiger Zord. I don't remember how many you need, but he had 4 of them, so I needed that initially, and then there was a little crown piece for some Megas. Oh no, that's not it. And he told me a price, and I was like, would you do 10? Of course, he wasn't trying to hear that, but we wound up selling something out once I figured out where the hell that damn is here. There it is. So he did torpedo. He did torpedo for 10. I mean for 5. He gave me torpedo for 5. Torpedo is missing his fins and his weapons, but he does have his backpack and he's in good condition. So torpedo, I think this is the White Tiger Zord tail as well as his actual sword. And this goes for one of the Power Rangers. I just can't remember which one. This is the sheath for a sword. Again, the 40s for the White Tiger Zord. And then this piece, I think I had this piece for one of the guys, or it's missing, or whatever. But and of course this piece too. So I said, would you? I think I asked him would he do 10 for all this. He was like, well, he wanted, yeah. I said, well, how about 10? Because he said 5 for these 2 pieces, and that, so that'd have been 10. So I was like, would you throw this in? And he's like, yo, dude, just buy all of it for 30. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do 30. Then he said, all right, how about 25? And I'm like, nah, I don't really need these parts. And I'm gonna show you what it was, what he wanted to do. So then, you know, he kept saying 25, and I said, listen, if you want to get rid of it that bad, I'll do 20, and that's it. So he knew I wasn't doing better than that, and I don't think he really gave a shit anyway. So he wound up just saying okay, and we settled on $20 for that. The torpedo, the Power Ranger stuff I just showed you, including this, the little miscellaneous weapons, this as well. So we gotta put Power Ranger parts. Power Ranger parts 20. The G.I. Joe's in it, but it don't matter. And so 20 and 890 would make it $910. That sounds about right. So I actually spent $910. And he threw this was in there. I need this to replace one because I got one here, and it's taped because this piece here is messed up. So actually, I might not even have to change it. Maybe I could just take this piece off if I don't break it. Does it come off? Well, it's giving me a hard time, so I'm just gonna replace this whole black piece for the one I have. And then you got both of these legs. You got both of these. These are more Megazord parts. And so I'll see if these stickers are in better condition than the ones I got for my legs. If so, I'll change them too. So, whatever. And also these 2 parts. These 2 Power Ranger parts, Megazord parts, I mean. Yay, Megazord parts. I don't know what the hell this is. Some garbage. But that was in there. I mean, I paid $24 for all this, so. I don't know what this goes to. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I didn't even ask him. I wanted to help him get out of there. This is, I'm guessing this, well, I don't think this is Power Ranger related. I don't know what this little backpack thingamajig is. But whatever. It is hot up here because our AC, we have a leak. So we can't use the AC for upstairs, and that's terrible. Then you got the white Dragon Zord, the red Dragon Zord, and I think this is broken. Cause I forgot what he said, and I was like, yo, like, one of your pieces is broken, man. So, you know, we worked out something. Yeah, this is broken. Is it broken? Yeah, it's broken. I think these things have issues anyway. So, unfortunately, it is broken. One of the arms is broken. He probably the way he did it, I'll put it in there. So, it'll just be for parts anyway. So the rest of the stuff in here is broken stuff. He does have this piece of whatever Thunderzord this is. I don't know what it's supposed to go around here. Here it is. I brought one, and here it is. This is the piece for it. It's missing the wingtips though. And there are a couple of Megazord parts. Some other stuff in here is just broken junk. So he just put that stuff in there. Let me take out these 3 red things. I told Dave I'd call him back in 20 minutes. I don't think it has been 20 minutes yet. Then he added this Megazord button. So whatever's salvageable in here, I'll just do something with. Whatever's not, I'll just get rid of it. So now, okay, we got that. I'm gonna put you back in here for now. And I'll put you guys in Power Ranger, Megazord part, whatever thing. So yeah, I spent about $900 today, and then I spent about $700 yesterday in my boy's shop. My buddy Dave. So I spent about $1,600 yesterday. So that sounds about right. Sounds about right. So anyway, we're done. Peace.